Hello, Boxcar. There we go. Hello, Triad Pinball. We are about 5 minutes out from our first Sunday of the month pinball tournament here in the Triad, here at Greensboro, North Carolina. Boxcar, Greensboro. If you are here first of the month, please come on out. Always a good time. Anyway, like I said, we had a player show up. He is trying to find his ID for them to let in the car, so we are going to get underway here very shortly. Looks like a little bit of a smaller tournament today, maybe 2 tables, 6, 7, 8 players, somewhere in there. So we are going to be starting off on Guardians of the Galaxy. But first we're going to do some announcements. Again, hi band, thanks so much for joining. But yeah, some announcements. We are still in talks with Boxcar to try to bring a league here. We would love it. They've been an amazing support. They have great machines. Really, really hoping that that turns into something more. So keep an eye out for that. Follow us at Triad Pinball Players on Facebook. We will keep you posted there. Other than that, if you are tuning in for the first time, Wednesdays at 7 every week, that is our league night in Winston-Salem. If you're nearby, come on out. Free pinball every week. Hard to say no to that. Other announcements. Southern Fried Gaming Expo is coming up. We will not be there, unfortunately, but there are a lot of our friends in the Triangle and a lot of our friends in Charlotte who will be there. Check them out, have a good time. Some amazing players, and we had co-commentator from the Carolina Pinball Championship Series helping out with their tournaments down there. It'll be a blast. Go support them. They definitely deserve it. Last big announcement, a little bit further out, first weekend of November. We have final confirmation for Outer Banks. Flippers OBX used to be a pro circuit tournament, is no longer, not yet, but hoping it'll be back. We will be there. We are already making plans to bring you all of the finals action, hopefully some streaming, hopefully some classics, not streaming, qualifying, hopefully classics, hopefully women's. We will figure it out as we go. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for joining. I think we are getting everything organized right behind us. And we will bring you some live pinball here in a moment.
Everybody just get around Sammy and do a quick photo and tell them what's going on.
Doing a 7-strike fair strike tournament today.
So I'll do all that. I'm just going to get the photo so we can get that first match.
Okay, so Dwayne's going to take the photo and then he's going to give you an update on all of the format for today. Okay, awesome. So, we are going to have... Dwayne, into the microphone.
I'm telling them, I'll get caught up with the world momentarily, but hello everybody. Let me get this first round started. We've got 8 players today. It is going to be a 7-strike fair strike format. So scoring in a 4-player group is going to be 0-1-1-2. A 3-player group will be 0-1-2. And 2-player head-to-head will be 0-2. So a nice little elimination format. We've got 14 machines. Unfortunately, Guns N' Roses and Black Knight will not be in today's tournament. We're going to be starting off on Guardians of the Galaxy. So on Guardians of the Galaxy, we're going to have Matt Stapleton, Jeremy, Sammy, and Dwayne. And on Ghostbusters, we're going to have Jeff, Steve, M. Thompson, and Paul Sanders. So I think everybody, they were looking at me. Sorry, y'all. We are getting ready for the holiday, but we're going to bring you some Guardians of the Galaxy, and thanks for joining us.
Okay, thanks to Dwayne for bringing us those rules. Let's move over to the table. Here we go with round 1 live. Let us bring you the actual matches. Okay, there you go. So Matthew Stapleton up first on Guardians. You were 3rd player on Ghostbusters. If you have your phone, I can show you how to check that. Okay, so we're gonna coin up and we will get you the show underway.
And play order was Matt, Jeremy, Sammy, Dwayne. So y'all are good to go. Yeah. And kicking this lovely July 3rd off with some Guardians of the Galaxy. So this should be interesting. Guardians is a very, very fun machine, if anybody knows. The same setup as Metallica as far as a drill press woodcut for the machine. Much more modern, a lot more going on. So Matt plunged into his Yaka Arrow. Yaka Arrow is going to be that far left flashing shot to get started. On this machine, you can also shoot into the right scoop for a mystery upgrade. And that upgrade is going to boost scoring for the remainder of that mode, and typically will open up more shots on the playfield. Matt quickly sneaking in a lock on Groot. Band _ howdy to you as well. Thank you for joining us out there. We didn't think the stream was going to happen today, and Sammy got in touch with me this morning, was like, hey, it's going to happen. So here we are. We had to kind of scramble to get everything set up, but we are happy to be bringing y'all some pinball today. So I saw that Matt snuck in his second Groot lock, so he's going to be ready to go on that multi-ball, and he's going to head on in. I'm pretty sure he timed out of Yaka Arrow and did not bring in a mode. He might. No, he's still got a little bit of time on that mode. I take that back. Look at the screen. No, it does not. So, first goal when you get into Groot, you want to shoot Groot one more time to open Groot's mouth and shoot a ball back in. That is going to activate double scoring. Matt currently does not have the add-a-ball lit yet at the scoop, but that's not super hard to light. Picks up 50 million super jackpot. Wow, that was just phenomenal. Very well done. He did also pick up a playfield shot multiplier. I'm pretty sure he got it set on Groot as well, so it's beneficial. They only last the ball in play. You basically have to pick off every in-lane rollover. There are 5. There are 2 left in lanes at the bottom, 1 right in lane, and 2 up top at the plunge in. You pick up all 5. That is going to give you the chance to shoot any shot. The first main shot that you hit is going to be locked for double scoring for the remainder of that ball. So Matt walking away from 70.96 mil ball 1, just really off of Groot and a little bit of mode points. So very well done, Matt. Up next, I was yapping away and just now noticed that the player cam was upside down. And there, Sammy with the fix, saving Dwayne's ass. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, so Jeremy picked Nowhere. Nowhere, especially if you get upgrade like he just did, opens up a lot of your main shots for red arrows and mode scoring. Luckily, that mode will carry over into the next ball. Alright, so a little bit of a... You're up, Sammy.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Jeremy, a short ball 1.1 million. Got a little bit done. And while Sammy walks up, see if I can't get this player cam updated just a little bit better. That's better if you're seeing all 4 scores right there. And maybe just brighten it up a teeny bit. This is Sammy. Sammy went into Quill's Quest. Now, Quill's Quest will start as a 2-ball multi-ball. If you do not finish it with the 2 balls, you will have to choose that quest again by shooting the scoop and play it again, beating it. It's an interesting strategy. All right, picks up an orb, so that's a progress. Lock 3 balls at that drop target, so 1 shot on the drop, 1 shot behind it, 6 shots altogether to start your orb multi-ball. Looks like she's got a little bit of progress on Groot as well. Let's see if she goes into that right scoop, get some progress on Groot, multi-ball, and what is going to happen next? Locks down the drop target for another orb lock. Clean right ramp. Opens up ball lock 2 on Groot. And right in. So, will she dive straight into Groot, or will she bring in a mode? That is the big option here. I mean, obviously, as Pinball showed you, you always want that mode stack. Not always doable, but she's got a lot of progress.
Okay, folks, I am stepping back up into the announcement booth here. This is Sammy Bacon, your host, co-host for the day. Watching Dwayne Marchand step up doing his thing. So it looks like he picked Antique Room, Antiquities, I forget exactly what it's called. Point being, hit that orb shot over and over and over. Side note, switch hits will eventually count for progress. Certainly a valid strategy. Put the ball back in the pops. Good shortcut for switches. There he goes. So that is 1 mode shot, but that is also a ball 1 lock. Hits the orb again for another mode shot. And unfortunately, that target can be dangerous from the forehand. Dwayne Marchand's like, yeah, you know it's going to be bad when you forget to log in, and I think we all did. Oh, it looks like Matthew logged in, but okay, so stepping up to ball 2. Matthew picking Will's Quest. Looks like he started Yaka Arrow, did not complete it. Didn't complete Groot either. And like I said, now we got Quill. So trying to shoot for the crank it up. Can't quite hit it. 2 or 3 shots there right in a row on the fly. Oh, just a couple drains there. Not a whole lot going on. But still under ball save. These games do have nice long ball saves, which is very, very appreciated. Still looking for that rightmost scoop. It is not the most convenient shot. Oh, let's drain down the middle. Using his center button for 1 last mode shot for the road. And we are going right back into Groot locks. That is a ball 1 lock. Taking a moment. Light second lock. And these will be virtual locks because I've got 2 balls locked in Groot already. This third one will not be virtual. This third one will be a regular. And because this is his second go around for Groot, he will need to lock 4 balls. So there's lock number 4. And plugs it. So kind of shaking his head, probably sitting there saying, you know, I really should have tried to bring a mode in, but hey, multi-ball is multi-ball. And we're hunting jackpots. Looks like he has his shot multiplier. Not sure where it went. Went to the Nebula shot. I believe that is the left ramp. Looks like he might have one on Groot as well. Another lock is lit for a temporary 2x playfield back in Groot's mouth. Taking some shots at it, but hasn't quite found it yet. No more ball save. May have drained one or two. Not entirely sure. Still in multi-ball. Still plugging away. Did get a ball save there. Had a right out lane ball save. Unfortunately, that's another ball down the middle. That one will not come back. And I think we are out of multi-ball. I take it back. He had a ball locked in Groot, so he is still in 2-ball multi-ball. Gets a little bit of a ball save for the ball leaving Groot from the Groot lock.
Sammy, has he used his ball save from the mystery scoop yet? Or sorry, the out of ball?
I did not see it, and he is now out of multi-ball. So now it will take 2 shots to light Groot lock. So maybe it's time to start looking at something else.
Well, that was the right plan, especially getting that shot multiplier lit. Maybe chasing orb since he's not done it yet.
Yes, that's very true.
6 clean shots, and if you've got a multiplier on the finishing super jackpot shot, that can be highly lucrative.
Oh no, and just playing with the ball just a little bit there, trying to get control. Got a lot of spin off the bottom of that sling and just rolled right into the trough.
Walking away from 108 ball 2, I would not be disappointed about my game.
Absolutely not.
No.
And he has a ball in hands.
Yes.
So never know.
Yes.
So stepping up, Jeremy Hicks, one of our newer players here.
And apparently he was very OG. He used to come around in the early days with, I believe it was called
Lost Ark, I believe.
Lost Ark. That's the one. An old player knows Drew Stolia and Keith Brown and some of the original players from the Greensboro area, and he's recently gotten back into it and made a lot of progress on his first ball. He's got his nowhere upgraded, so all of his red shots are going to be worth big mode points.
Looks like he's trying to bring in a multi-ball with
Big move.
danger.
Takes a double. Will not get that one back.
Can you log in after ball one?
Huh?
Can you log in after ball one?
Nope. I don't think. You can try. Try it. I really meant to. That's what I was going to take my time and do, and now's the perfect time anyway.
I have a strategy question for you.
Okay. So we got Matt Stapleton. It did! Alright, cool. We can log back in. Matthew Stapleton, what is your strategy question?
So I know it's ideal to go into group, like I had my mode select lit at the scoop,
Yes.
but I can't hit that shot and it's really dangerous. So what is the... I'm asking for your opinion, would you have gone for the scoop?
I mean, on any of them, you really do want to have that mode running
Right.
before you go in. And I don't even think on the new code you get a brief ball save. So knowing that scoop kick out is detrimental and it's risky. So best case scenario, if you've timed out or not started a mode,
Right.
you could pick one from the beginning of the ball.
That's fair.
But it's like, yeah, you definitely want it there. It's risk reward. If you bring it in, you can get control coming back out of the scoop. Definitely bring it in. If you're like, you know what, I still need the points, and if I get a bad feed, I'm done. You know, there's still points to be had, and then you're not focusing on 2 things at once.
Right.
Which anytime, you know, you really stack in the mode into the multi-ball is going to take precedence. Like, you're not going to be, you're going to be getting mode shots,
Yeah, you're
but if
bound
you're
to.
chasing them, you're kind of screwing yourself over.
Right.
You just want to be like picking them up as they go. So there's certain modes on this machine in particular that I will pick if I'm going into a multi-ball because they've got a bunch of open shots. Nowhere is a very good one. Sanctuary is a very good one because they're just like Sanctuary is like 5 or 6 stand-up targets within the playfield that you're likely to ricochet and hit during a multi-ball.
Yeah.
And even chasing that mode solo is terribly difficult. So.
Yeah, I did have another ball left. I'm wondering, at my 4th lock lit, if I I should have tried to go for the scoop.
Well, as soon as we look away, Sammy Bacon gets up to about 106, and then I think it was a 51 million point bonus. Way to go, Sammy. So, hoping I can follow that up.
Okay, so I will commentate here for y'all in just a second. But I am also going to try to put in results for game one. So congratulations to Jeff Leone for his first place. Then we had second, Paul Sanders, Steve Feeney, and M. Thompson. So good playing to everybody there. And now we are back to the action with Dwayne Marchand. Dwayne plugging away at his orb. That is a lock lit. Good drop catch. Using that sling post to really bring the ball to a standstill. Dwayne picking Sanctuary. That is an interesting choice. Takes a Groot lock while we're at it. While fighting for control, I suspect Dwayne is going to want to... Oh, that's dangerous. Here he goes. Good save. I suspect Dwayne is going to want that orb multi-ball. He is certainly shooting for it on the forehand. A little early, twice. Gets an upgrade. Just wants that shot. Good ski jump. Good control. Can't quite grab it yet. So there's another miss. Oh, no. And just... smacking the machine, doing whatever he can to keep it out of that out lane, and just not enough. Still, one more ball in hand. I did. So, stepping up to ball three, Matthew Stapleton, now about 50 million behind, needs to start making some decisions. You know, what mode do I want? Do I finish Yaka Arrow? Do I move to something else? Because I'm shooting something else. Looks like he wants nowhere. I don't know what most of that is, and I haven't taken the time to find out. Okay, there we go. Matthew dealing with a little bit of a stuck ball there. Oh, no, just hard. That was a post straight to an out lane, nothing you could do, and that'll be the end of his game. Still, wrapping up at 111 million, that is nothing to sneeze at. That is still going to put a lot of pressure on players 2 and 4. So Jeremy stepping up, still in nowhere, getting to the halfway point. He is one shot away from his Groot multi-ball. Just give him the feed. Excellent drop catch. Oh, and he just timed out of his mode before starting his multi-ball. And that's always a tough decision, you know. You're already behind. Not a lot of progress. One player right on your heels. Do you just take the easy one-shot multi-ball, or do you try to shoot for that much harder right scoop to bring in a mode?
Yep. That's what Matthew was just asking me during your ball, and it's risk-reward.
Risk-reward. I think
more
Jeremy.
lucrative? Yes.
I think Jeremy's sitting here saying, "Just give me something. Get me in front of Dwayne and give me a chance."
Yeah. Yeah. And Groot was the good chance for that, most definitely. Especially with me having no progress, I got stuck chasing my orb.
However,
and
that was an unfortunately short Groot. He is trying to catch up to Dwayne, but not there yet. His best shot is a mode.
There's an orb block. Nasty feed, always, even if the magnet picks it up. But
Magnet is very strong.
So phase 1 of Groot, it's one shot to the mouth, one lock. You have to do that 3 times. Phase 2, you gotta lock 4 balls individually. And as you saw with Matthew Stapleton, if you've done the second one, the 4-ball Groot, you've got to do double hits on the mouth to open a lock, so that's going to make that a 12-shot multi-ball start. Very clever that he went with Quill's Quest to bring in that 2-ball. Quill's Quest is not an easy mode to finish, but it does give you a little bit of a safety net being a 2-ball with a ball save, so...
Yes, it is. And it's a good way to start making progress towards shot multipliers or hadron colliders.
Restart hurry up, which he just got. Very well done. Just like that. He's got... Ooh, that's a nice mystery award.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately, it looks like he may not have been able to take advantage. Oh no, he's still in single ball play. Oh, and I spoke a little too soon. Okay, good sir.
You get work done.
Hey, Holly. Thanks for joining.
All right. Let's see Sammy Bacon give herself all the more breathing room on this Guardians game. Player 1, Matt Stapleton, is at 111. Jeremy Hakes at 25.2. Sammy at 155 mil. So she is comfortably in the lead. Currently does not have any progress on her second group, but I'm pretty sure she is close on her orb multi-ball. Either way, she's going to get her safety net ready for group number 2. So that's going to require, like we said, 4 locks. Very close on that orb shot. Saves the mean hop out of the left out lane. Well played. Some ball control on the left. She is currently an antiquity shop. This is usually my ball 1 mode because it's a great mode to get progress on your orb. And just like that, now the ball did not lock it. She got that next slot lit, and mean hop over to the left. Orb 3 collected. Not physically, but was collected. So, orb multi-ball, you have to hit each flashing purple main arrow 1 time, and then go back to that orb magnet, shoot it again to lock your ball, and then another to release it for a super jackpot. You can get the Add-a-Ball mystery in orb. The only one you cannot get the Add-a-Ball mystery in is Quill's Quest, the 2-ball mode. Right, Holly, that is the limited edition version. I think that is one of the main features of differentiation. It's got a little orb toy that opens up. It's got the Groot arms, which most people say they find them very obtrusive to seeing the playfield, but they are a nice feature. Mirrored back glass and some cool art blades. Sammy just running away with this. 242 million and climbing. Well played, Sammy. Ill feed out of the scoop. She is going to take her, Harden Enforcer. So there are 3 boxcars. We are currently in Greensboro today, and there is a boxcar in Raleigh and Durham. So we host a first Sunday monthly tournament here in Boxcar Greensboro. Ooh, a little hung up there. There we go. She's gonna hop over and probably try to set that multiplier to Groot. Yup. All right, ball 3 locked. Sammy is doing all the things to make sure that I cannot come back from my measly 9.5 mil and catch probably around 300 after the bonus. All right, lock 4 is lit, and here we go. Ooh, I think she might have gone for the scoop there. Nice dead pass back over to the left. She is. She wants to bring in that mode. Now, mode choice.
Got a 4-ball Groot. I'm either going Sanctuary or nowhere. Sibling rivalry. So that's ramps. And here's the multi-ball. Four balls in. If she can get into the scoop one more time, that will upgrade her sibling rivalry. That opens up a lot of shots on the right side as opposed to sibling rivalry being just the left ramp and the right ramp. She's got Groot ready for big scoring. She's got a multiplier on Groot. 270 mil and climbing. A mystery Add-A-Ball is at the right scoop as well as the upgrade. All right, so that's going to kick out both of her balls that were in Groot for bonus scoring. Mean feed from the sling, hops over into the left out lane. Jackpot for 650,000. Mystery is going to be the Add-A-Ball. So there's the upgrade as well. Just got about 25 seconds on the mode. So that's plenty of time to make stuff happen. A little under 280 mil and climbing. So Sammy Bacon really just lighting it up. All right, so you probably can't tell. No, you can see it. Groot's mouth is now opening and closing. This is the third phase of the super jackpots, third or fourth. If you can make it into Groot's mouth while it's opening, that is the ultimate super jackpot, and that will make your progress towards the final wizard mode possible. You have to get that final jackpot to get the Groot multi-ball, which is the flashing green rectangle at the bottom right above the flippers there. You can see her orb multi-ball. The purple one is solid because she got the super jackpot. You have to do the same on Groot. Sibling rivalry 2? No. She completed it though. Very nice. So now she's going to go back, try to finish up Antiquity Shop. That will be 3 modes complete. And the biggest goal on this first round, complete 4 modes and get to your cherry bomb. This Guardians is very well maintained. It plays mean sometimes, but it's clean, it's fair. They do a very, very good job with maintenance at all the Boxcars. Raleigh, Greensboro, and Durham. Excellent stuff. And for the tournament directors and regulars, we've got access to a spreadsheet, so if there's any machine issues, we can type them in there and they get right on top of it. So mode number 4, Yaka Arrow, and luckily enough kicks right back out into the upgrade. Still is going to be looking for that far left flashing arrow, that little dead end tunnel shot. Little early, but super close. Holly, we would love to have you. It's definitely a scene worth checking out. So much pinball to be had in the Carolinas. 3 Boxcar locations. There's Reboot in Winston-Salem, the Basement Arcade Bar in Concord, Super Obari in Charlotte, Paranoia Pinball in Charlotte as well, and I think at least 3 or 4 little breweries that have, 4 to 6 machines in the Raleigh area. There is the Avenue, the Neighborhood Sports Bar and Grill in Cary, Rochambeau Brewing, and Pinball. Sammy annihilating the competition, 319. I think I'm about to tap her out because it is going to be a long haul for me to catch this. I'm sure she's trying really hard for that cherry bomb right now, but 36 seconds left on the Yaka arrow. Just cannot find that right shot. Safe feed from the slings. There it is. Let's look at this bonus. I wanted to see the bonus roll. There it is. There's a 25, a 4, a 4, a 35, 70.1 mil. It's just pinball. It's just fun. No nerves. No pressure, Dwayne. Player 4 last play. She does not trust me with her 400 million lead, and maybe she shouldn't. We'll see what happens. Goodness.
Okay. Oh, let's catch up on here. Yeah, Holly. Yes, so all of the games at all 3 boxcars are LEs. So they've got all the nice little bells and whistles, all the fun little art packages you very rarely see. So we are very, very lucky to have that here. And yeah, thank you. That was maybe my best ball ever on this game. So, here comes Dwayne. We are watching him pick through some orb multi-ball. Still under ball save, so that left out lane will come back. Replay animation, extra ball animation. All of that is going to extend his ball save. And it looks like he finished Sanctuary, so that's going to be money in the bank. And certainly some extra points coming to him in bonus. This game is not very bonus heavy until you start finishing modes, and then you have to hit the shots associated with those modes. But first, Dwayne is just absolutely picking through this orb. Looks like he had 2 tough drains there. Might have collected the Super Jack. It's going to be a right out lane, under out lane save, so still in 2-ball play. Oh, and that's going to be the end of it. So we are back to, whoa, good save from down the middle. Sling's giving him a little bit of help, and he is back in a mode. And he has saved his Quill's Quest, so we are back in the multi-ball. Now this mode will last until the until the multi-ball is done. So obviously the main shot on this game, or in this mode, is that Scoop also gets the upgrade, starts the countdown. Another left out lane, but he's still in ball save, so that will come back. Wow, very close. Took his hand off that flipper there for a moment to mash his Hadron Colliders. Makes it halfway through the mode at this point. Oh, and that's a tough out lane drain again. This is one of those games with those 2 in lanes next to each other. Same playfield as Metallica, but it's the same in-lane configuration as Ghostbusters, as Twilight Zone, as a handful of others. Pick your favorite. And very often the ball will just hop from inner post, center post, outer post, down the out lane. And you always feel like there's so much you can do when it's doing that, and just very little actually saves the ball. So, Dwayne trying to regain control, fighting those out lanes, good nudging, keeps the ball alive. Puts his 2x shot multiplier on Groot, starts his Groot multi-ball. Once again, we are now into another mode. I don't believe he had a... I'm sorry, we're into another multi-ball. I don't believe he had a mode running. Collects a 25 million super jackpot. Ball lock for 3x playfield. up to 204 million. Dwayne is halfway there already. And remember, he has completed at least one mode. That'll be 2 multi-balls at this point, so he will have a decent chunk of change in bonus coming his way. How much? Well, we'll find out. So here comes some extra balls that were locked in Groot's mouth. Virtual locks are not on, so you can physically play multi-ball with 1 ball on the play field, and it looks like that may be what Dwayne was doing there for a moment. Tough drain down the middle, just couldn't quite save it. But, so this is what I was talking about. He is still in multi-ball, and until his 2x playfield runs out, he will keep playing. Oh, good nudging, keeping that ball in. Just these gentle little taps. Fighting for control. Now he gets it. Looks like he is out of multi-ball, out of a mode. Wants another one. There he goes. He wants antiquities, and he has 1 shot left, and he has a minute to do it. 2 shots, both a little bit late, couldn't quite make it. Looks like his drop target is down, or that shot comes a lot easier. Tough outlane drain there, does finish the mode, so we'll get credit for that. We are skipping through the animations here, skipping through the awards. And let's see this bonus. Unfortunately, only 17 million, but still very hard fought, very well played. Let's go put some initials in. I take it back. I forget they put your initials in for you when you have signed in. So very glad for that. So. We've got 3, 4, 1, 2.
Sammy, Dwayne, Matt, Jeremy. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, save those. End round 1. Start round 2. Mr. Tournament Director. Okay, apparently I'm making the announcements. On Stranger Things, we've got Sammy Bacon, Matthew Stapleton, Paul Sanders, and Jeff Leone. On Deadpool, we have Steve Feeney, Dwayne Marchand, Jeremy Hicks, and M. Thompson. I think we played Deadpool.
Deadpool it is.
Okay, so we're going to bring in the stream for Deadpool. We're going to get it situated here. I'm going to poke my head in.
Guys, round 2 is live.
So there those standings did not update. So let's get the actual standings in here. There we go. Okay, congratulations to Jeff and Sammy avoiding strikes round 1. This is a 7-strike fair strike. So, the 0-1-1-2 format. So, like I said, we are going to just bump down the machine. We are going to bring you dead. I cut my own self off. We're going to bring you some Deadpool. We're going to bump the game down, and we will be right back. Okay, thank you to Dwayne Marchand here for getting things set up.
That's not too far off, is it?
It is not too far off. So, real quick, big shout out to Boxcar Bar and Arcade. We really appreciate them for letting us do what we do here and all of the support, keeping the machines clean, bringing us the latest and greatest. Very much appreciated. So, bring the stream towards you a little bit.
I will.
Anyway, so I'm gonna go play my game on Stranger Things, and I will pop on back when I can. So just square it up, and I think you'll be all right. Okay. Best of luck to everybody out there.
Have everybody in. Let me get this match adjusted. Steve Feeney walking up first. Ooh. Goodness, that was a big move. All right. So, Steve starting off just shifting the machine where he wants it. In his Sabretooth battle, Sabretooth is going to be orbits, spins, and if you can fall into the pops, that is a quick way to take out Sabretooth. Does not quite get the win, but falls directly back into the scoop for the battle. I don't think he'll get to choose again. Oh, he had a questlet, so goes Megalodon. Megalodon, a lot of tricky shots. It is a roaming red shot that will rotate from the left to the right of the playfield. You've got to pick off all the reds, and then you can increase scoring at your other lit arrows. So the left orbit, center shot, the right inner orbit to loop return, and the right orbit. Megalodon, always something great if you can get a team up. Very good if you can bring in Ninja Multi-Ball as well. Super ideal. So I'm up, player 2, ball 1. Let me get that back where it was.
Okay, jumping over here while Dwayne Marchand is doing his thing. So, let's see where he's at. He is in Little Deadpool. Looks like he did not bring a battle into it. Bit of a mistake on his part, I'm sure. He likes to bring that multi-ball in, normally with Juggernaut, but You know, occasionally he will vary up his strategy. But barring anything better to focus on, what we are doing for now is we are shooting the little Deadpool drop targets, the little Deadpool targets behind the drop targets to light the rest of the jackpots on the main shots. Part number 3, back to hitting that shot. I may have lost track of the ball. Sorry, I moved it over by the other machine. I thought it was mine. It's all yours. It's down by Stranger Things. So sorry about that. Okay, so back to Dwayne, stepping up to Sabretooth. So Sabretooth orbits center shots. The spinners will do extra damage. The pops will do extra damage. My personal favorite shot is right there, exactly what he's doing. My turn? Oh, I am up. I will be back.
It's on me. Samuel's up now.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Little bit of work done. Missed my little Deadpool battle stack. Let's see where Jeremy Hakes goes. Straight into mode. What's he gonna choose? Your first 3 battles are Juggernaut, Mystique, or Sabretooth. If you're not gonna bring in little Deadpool, Sabretooth is usually the popular choice here. If you are gonna try to stack in little Deadpool, it's typically Juggernaut just because the amount of shots it takes to beat him. And they kind of sync up with the little Deadpool multi-ball shots. But either way, he's got his stack. Definitely ideal no matter which battle you choose to be doing 2 things at once. So he will definitely be getting that one back. Sitting at 5.6 million and climbing. Right. 1.9. So once you're in little Deadpool multi-ball, you want to shoot that center right flashing shot. I think it's about 4 or 5 times. Once you hit that, that is going to light your main arrows for more little Deadpool jackpots. And once you get enough little Deadpool jackpots, the light will turn green again. Shoot it again with one of your 2 balls. Excellent control here, and it just barely missed that scoop for his final blow on Sabretooth. So no matter what, he's got Sabretooth beat, but that final blow is where the value really is. So, does not get the final blow. But anyway, back to little Deadpool. The shot will turn green. You lock a ball in there again, and that lights your super jackpots at the spinners. So the left orbit and the center shot both have a spinner. But just like that, he's got a win. Sitting comfortably in second place at 24.5 million. Let's see where he's going next. Straight into the Berserker Rage. So this is also the same shots, spinners. Spinners worth big, big value for 60 seconds. Right. Other things can be stacked into Berserker Rage. If you want to multitask. If you'd like to not multitask, you know, sit there, blast it up the spinner, shoot all the shots, main hop out the left out lane, uses his boom button. Not going to save that for later, and nice ball. Nicely played. So, player 1, 19.9 mil. Myself, you are player 4. Oh, you're already good. I think just give him 1 or 2 tokens and we're even. He's not worried about it. No one's worried about it. All right, first time player M. Thompson walking up now. So, see what they've got going on. Anyway, if you cannot see, player 1, 19, player 2, 25, player 3, 29, and player 4 is walking up to ball 1. So really, anybody's game here. Was not a whole lot of progress on anything other than that first little Deadpool multi-ball and a couple of battles. So plenty of ninja, plenty of weapons to be collected if you are gearing up for Mech Suit multi-ball, which is a frickin' awesome mode. If you've not been there, pretty much collect 45 weapons and shoot the scoop if nothing else is ready and you are in Mech Suit. Highly lucrative, everything's lit, awesome animation and sounds on that mode. Alright, Steve Feeney walking up, full plunging around, picks up some chimneys. Let's see, he's got his Megalodon quest qualified, Little Deadpool qualified. Picks up a couple of weapons. Extra ball is lit, that can score points, but will not give an extra ball. Machines are all set to 3 ball games. Juggernaut, the 8 targets, the dead and the pull targets that are flashing, those circles on your left and right side, middle of the playfield. You've got to spell either or side, so 4 shots to those, and then it's going to light your orbits and ramps for main Juggernaut scoring as well. If you continue to hit the drop targets, the Deadpool, that will continue to take damage off Juggernaut. If you fall into the pops, that will take a little damage, not as much as Sabretooth, but still points to be had and damage to progress towards the final blow. Steve was able to sneak in his Little Deadpool multi-ball. There it is. Locks it up, so currently he's got a final blow at the left scoop and had Super Jackpots lit. Will not pick up a late one, does go into Berserker Rage. Still looking hard for that left scoop to get the final blow on Juggernaut. There it is. So final shot, 26 mil. Well played, Steve. Mystery award, $500,000. And 19 weapons collected, progressing towards 45 weapons total to get into Mech Suit Multi-Ball. Still in Berserker Rage, so that's going to be spinners all day, and a little hop to the left out lane. That'll finish Steve's ball 2 at, let's see, with bonus, probably around 95 mil. All right, I'm up, player 2, ball 2. Left out lane hungry today. So that was nothing done at all. Let's see. Jeremy Hakes did complete his Sabretooth.